Hello out there, woo. Family and friends. Grand rising, grand afternoon, grand evening. Oh yes, woo, honey. Wherever you happen to be on this most lovely planet of ours. Terra firma. Yes, terra firma. Uh, this is Fantastic Freedom Fridays, y'all. Fantastic because we create the most fantastic story about how we would love for our lives to be. Let me stop on that note right there. I forgot to post the link for this broadcast. Let me do that. Let me do that. Oh my goodness. Let's move on here. Here we go. Forgot to post it, and I'm on here right now. I guess. Yeah. Oh yeah. I see myself. Okay. Uh, okay. Yeah. I did. Yeah. I did. I did. Ah, there we are. So much noise, huh? This technology. I was so busy putting on my outfit that it totally slipped my mind to, yeah. hmm Oh, and yes. Oh, one more, please. Someone, one more, please. Please, please. Oh. Sometimes kitty cats just get so involved in other things that we forget other stuff that's important. How about that? Where was I? Oh, yes. This is Fantastic Freedom Fridays, y'all. Yeah. Fantastic. Mm. Because we create the most, sticking up, we create the most fantastic story about how we would love for our lives to be. Freedom, freedom. Now we have the freedom to choose. Yes, we do. Again and again and again. If we don't like it, yeah, we have the freedom to choose again until it suits us, you know, till it feels very real and comfortable and powerful. Yes. Now, Fridays, thank God it's Friday. Friday, 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 Friday. Ooh. Oh yeah, that's my. Oh, I'm looking. My bandy's looking a little. Ooh, oh. Okay. My wardrobe lady. No, my wardrobe lady always helps me with this kind of stuff, even though she's on the other side. She, oh yeah. Anyway, yeah, my wardrobe lady was my dear mother. Well, not was, but still is. She still shows up and says, "What do you? What? Don't put that on. Put that on. What? What, what is that? Put these on." My mother, my wardrobe lady, she's the one that. Oh gosh, I had a manager, and some strange things was happening with him. He has some issues, but she said, "Oh, I'm going to do this," um, and she fired him. Okay, anyway, and she started making all the phone calls and sending me to these places, and no one kind of put two and two together simply because her last name, after she her and my father split, she took back her maiden name of Stokes, Carolyn Yvonne Stokes. It used to be Carolyn Yvonne Page when she was married, so our last names was the same until she took her maiden name back, and so it's like, oh, Carolyn Stokes, she's sending this lovely, what's her name, Terry Page? Oh, we'll send it right over. And yes, she was in charge of that and making sure um, that my wardrobe was perfect and all of those things. Like I say, what are you wearing? What is that? Oh no, put this on, that kind of thing. So I just have this wild hair that keeps sticking up. Okay, there we go. We got it. There's been so much partying going on here. We have been celebrating my mother's birthday since April the 22nd. She was born Carolyn Yvonne Stokes, April 22nd, 1945, to Vaughn and Augusta Stokes in Columbus, Ohio. Yes. And the photo on the front of this video is a photo from 1963. She was a cheerleader at East High School in Columbus, Ohio. And I think she was in the music too. She played the clarinet, if I'm not mistaken. She was musical. She was fashionable, president of student government. She got things taken care of. And yeah, she was also a writer at the age of 17 for the Column Post newspaper in Columbus, Ohio. Yes, and um, she had a column, and she would go out and interview people in different places, different happenings, and come back and write her story, and it was posted. She also worked for the Valley News and Green Sheet here in California back in the day. I believe I was in elementary school, third and fourth grade, something like that. And then she worked for NBC News as an editorial assistant. Yes, my mother was a journalist. She was a writer, fashion model, public speaker. She did what I'm doing right now, except there wasn't any of this stuff back then. I mean, yeah, not like in your home, if you set it up and count down, you're on, that wasn't going on in your home back then, like it is now. We can do these things, on the fly. How about that? Like my ears? Ooh, yes. Kitty, kitty, kitty. Yes, we've been partying for since the 22nd, and we always celebrate birthdays here for 7 days straight. And that was something my mother and I kind of instated. And so we have been doing that for many, many, many years. We'd spend birthdays together simply because hers was the 22nd, mine was the 29th, a week later. So we celebrated for 14 days. We had cake, we had ice cream, all vegan, and we celebrated with good food. Sometimes she prepared the food, and I would do the big cake, um, McCall's Cooking School. You know how they send you those flyers in the mail? Well, back in the day, they did. They don't do that now, I don't think. And it was all, the sad diet, the American fare. And I took those wonderful recipes and converted them into macrobiotic, and then fast forward, all vegan. But they were all vegan back then too. And I would make it exactly the way the picture was on the flyer from McCall's Cooking School. And exactly, except for it was all vegan. And I've got pictures of all that stuff too from back in the day. I've got a whole binder full of all my lovely recipes. As you all know, I used to be a personal macrobiotic and vegan chef and instructor with clients up and down the thoroughfare over there in Encino, Woodland Hills, Tarzana, one more. There's one more in between there. Up and down the strip, and each one sent me to their friends. I worked for lawyers and their friends, and so I had this whole chiropractors and energy workers, and they sent their clients to me who had issues and health issues and stuff, and I fixed them right up with my cooking. So fast forward, my son is doing that today. I don't do that anymore. I do some special things, but being that I have gone, I'm studying raw vegan. I haven't for quite some time. My mom, before she crossed over, before we ever knew anything was going on with her, she had this. She said, "Okay, we're going to do this," and she bought some of the utensils, the spiralizers, and the stuff that you make the noodles with, the vegan noodles, the zoodles, as Christina calls them. Fully Raw Christina, love you out there. Fully Raw Christina, she's here on YouTube as well. And when we got the water purifier, the alkaline water machine and all that, and she did that, and then fast forward, some things were going on, and she had to go into the hospital and that kind of thing, and she recovered very well in a rehabilitation center. But after a bit, she was like, don't get mad at me if I change my mind. I said, what are you talking about? She said, well, if I decide to do something different, what she meant was go to the other side, because she always said, I want a new body. I want a new body. And I said, well, we're going to be doing this and we're going to be doing that, and we are actually, because she she shows up in dreams and tells me this way, go that way, do this and this, and what are you doing? She does that kind of thing. And it's not like a conversation we've had when she was in her physical body. It's like new stuff. She's over there partying with Michael Jackson and Prince. I'm like, what is that? You never moonwalked when you were here. What is that? She goes, oh, you don't know. With her raspberry beret and whatever. I said, what are you wearing? And actually Prince is like, okay, so this is what's going on. Okay. She had no, kids, that like, and they said, Mama, oh, what's that you doing? Oh, what's that dance? What is that? From back in the, what is that? Oh no, she did what she did from her day. She never learned the stuff I was doing. So fast forward, when she ended up on the other side, there was what you call one of disco balls or something. Ooh, I have one of those in the corner over here. Okay, disco ball. Okay, woo. Okay, well, in this dream after she crossed over, I do digress, but this is fun. There was a diamond, or what a disco ball? It's a diamond, something sparkling in the middle of the room, and she was doing the moonwalk. I'm like, what is that? And she's like, I said, no, Mommy, do the slide. She goes, and she's doing. I said, oh, you must be hanging around Michael Jackson. Oh my God. But yeah, in the dream, that's what I saw. And she was wearing her capri pants from the 1950s and all that stuff. And I think I might have found some of those clothes and her stuff. I don't know, but I think I did. But anyway, yeah, disco ball, party time. My neighbors was just now partying downstairs with Laura Branigan and some of them other oldies. They turned it off. Oh, thank you. But yeah, disco. In fact, since I put this disco ball over in the corner of my room in the house there, people been partying downstairs. But anyway, The disco ball, where'd I get it? Well, this lovely lady named Naya, she was lived across the street from one of my best friends, Emily, who has got me, coming out and just law of attraction and focusing on what I want, not what I don't want, and staying there, and things have been manifesting like popcorn. Um, both of us. So her neighbor was had crossover. She lived across the street, and I think I told this story already. She saw the guys out there putting her stuff in the dumpster. Like her husband was letting go of this stuff. He just couldn't handle it. And she saw the guy out there. He was holding his ankle like he hurt himself, and she ran out. She was washing dishes, looking at him across the street, and she ran out with her healing stuff. I think she had arnica and some other stuff. She said she had no idea what that stuff was, but Naya, it flashed in her mind where it was, and she went right to it, took it across the street, and helped the guy. And she saw what was getting ready going to the dumpster. She said, "Wait a minute, um, don't put that in there." And she said, "My friend Terry's going to want to see that." So a set of pink glass, pink clear glass, pink dishware in a box. And she got that, and among other things, and there was a disco ball and stuff there too. And she said, "I know Terry's going to want this." So she's got this stuff for me, and we've been having so much fun ever since. But anyway, that's one of those mystical stories, and things are still happening where that's concerned. And so Naya, we paid her great homage when I went to pick up the dishes from my friend Emmy's house, Auntie Em, we call it, and it was just amazing. It was so magical. Things we were talking about. Naya, well, she's a friend of mine now, even though I didn't know her when she was on this side of the veil. I got acquainted with her, and I still am. And still more stuff is coming from her stash that she saved from back in the night. The dishes are from the 80s. The paper that she wrapped them all in, and the packing, and from the 80s. Over here in the San Fernando Valley, real estate. Now it was $65,000 for a nice big old house. It ain't like that now. It's like 2 or 3 times that now. But we got to look at the era, or feel the era that she was in back when she put those dishes away for me, because her husband wasn't interested in no pink dishes. So they all stayed there in that box, and she put them away. And so fast forward, they came to me. And so, but yes, the pink and the mystical things happening, the disco ball. And speaking of more mystical stories, well, first of all, hmm, well, let me introduce myself. I always get into my chats, my banter, and whatnot, and I forget to do that. So, if you don't know me by now, it's time for you to get to know me. Yes, it is. Yes. If you don't know me by now, it is time for you to get to know me. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes. Woo. My name is Terry Lynn Page. And the name my mother and father gave me. And I'm also known as Queen Tierra Calafia Bay del Cristo. And I am a spiritual healer, and I assist people in coming back into harmony with their true life's purpose in this lifetime. And I use various modalities, musical instruments. Oh, I have several of them. I'm about to get another one. Um, Pan drum. Ooh, that's going to be fun. And I offer sound healing sessions, um, group and individual sessions, one-on-ones. And I also offer the NST technique, neurosensory technique. And that is a modality based on the teachings of Dr. Joe Dispenza and Dr. Bruce Lipton in the quantum field. And Brother Greg Braden, I just was watching him before I came on here, revealing some deep truths about our DNA and our ability to heal ourselves just like that, and among other beautiful jewels, gems of information. And I offer the neurosensory technique, which assists us in coming back into our bodies. Because if we've been through traumas, childhood traumas, many times we are not in our bodies, and we're kind of hovering over there somewhere, or down on the floor in the corner, huddled, still bruised and maimed, basically. And the neurosensory technique helps us to get back into our physical body and feel every cell, system, and organ. As we know, the thief comes to steal, kill, and destroy. Well, if we are in our bodies, when we are in there fully home and loving ourselves, operating from inside, in the seat of the commander, this commanding from inside here, then that any thieves are not attracted to us. They'll go down the street or around the corner somewhere to those who are not home. Yeah, home. Sickness and disease and illness and difficulties and whatnot can persist in a body that we are not home in, where we've left unattended. And so, yeah, we're all learning that or remembering that. And the neurosensory technique is a way to get back in there and reacclimate ourselves to this temple, this divine work of art created by the great divine. And I offer that, did I say that already? I offer the neurosensory technique one-on-ones and in group sessions. And let's see, I also offer the Diksha Blessing Transmission. And that is a modality out of India. And it involves removing the stinking thinking. Yes. And replacing it with divine thinking, restructuring our thinking habits into those that are positive and more conducive to what we desire and what we are here to do or be or share with the world, those wonderful, delightful gifts. And removing the stinking thinking is paramount, or guess what? We continue to create stuff we don't want, stuff that's, dang, honey, woo, honey, what was that? It's stinking in here. Yes, to remove that stinking thinking and replace it with that sweet smelling roses. The rose of Sharon, Jesus was called, like Brother Jesus, the rose of Sharon, or the rose of Damascus. Yes, so I offer that modality one-on-one or group sessions. And I also, that one is free. That's complimentary. We don't charge for that one. So anyone wants to stop by my shop and order that, it actually goes along free with any package that you order or any item you order. You can request a Diksha transmission, blessing transmission. Boom. Yeah. And I also offer spiritual card readings. And I have a various card decks, and it's all about the fun. There's nothing serious going on here. Nothing serious. Ooh. We're meant to play, like little children. Nothing serious. None of that dark business. Everything is light and bubbly. And some don't believe that you can actually receive a message in that manner. That it has to be something to smack you over the head or be all daunting and serious. Like, oh my God, you're gonna die. You're gonna die. Woo! You know, how can someone shift and change the direction that they're going in if you scare the hell out of them? I don't do that. In the past, I was a little rough, but I have learned that is not the way. That is not the way to play. Children learn best when they're playing, not when they're being slapped on the hand with a ruler or whooped upside the head with a belt. You might scare the hell out of them when they stop doing what they're doing, but guess what? Fast forward, they become that type of abuser themselves because that is abuse. I don't know why I'm saying this, but somebody probably needs to know this. That is abuse. Beating your kids, that is abuse. It might stop them right now, but they only stop them because they're scared to death that you're going to get them again with that belt or with that extension cord or with all those harsh and words smacking upside the head with. Oh, I don't want to put that. I better, that's, they're not learning from that except to be afraid of you and afraid of others that approach them in that way. In fact, they will attract others to approach them in that way. And that whole vicious cycle continues on. They do that to others and to their own children because that's what they were taught. Children will be seen and not heard. You do what I say, not what I do. uh, uh, it is not the way to teach our children. They don't learn from that. They just learn how to repeat that. And the lesson is never really learned. The real deep lesson as to why not to do this thing and make a better choice instead. They don't know what that is because you're just beating them. They don't know. They don't learn except to be abusers themselves. On that beautiful note, okay, okay. In just a moment, I want to share that. This, I'll hold that thought. Thank you so much. So, yes, I offer to help you get rid of the stinking thinking and a card reading. That's it. The cards, beautiful cards, beautiful pictures. I don't really need cards to do readings, but I use them because the pictures are so beautiful, and it always adds more of a depth to the message that's channeling through me for you. How about that? I'm here to help people learn how to play, remember how to play, because many of we forgot. We forgot. Yeah, you know, grow up and get all serious and stuff like that, and all this seriousness is more important than stopping and playing with the children and running to the field and smelling the flowers and playing with the puppies and the kittens. Time to remember that. Remember all of that. Because that's the only way we're going to bring heaven on earth. Yeah, little children. Little children. You saw in that movie, 2012, I think it was with Nicolas Cage. Them adults wasn't allowed to go when the world was ending and all that kind of stuff. Changing over. The adults was not allowed to go because they didn't have the minds and the disposition of little children. So they took the little children and landed them on the new earth, in the new Garden of Eden. No adults. True. True. Maybe you should go back and look at that movie again. Yeah. It was telling the truth. The adults were not allowed to go because they were carrying too much baggage. The children had no baggage. Yes, and I offer music CDs. Um, Mother Earth Divine is in my shop. I reposted it, the MP3 version. I'm still doing the artwork on the physical version. So like, don't rush through it. Just so if all of you, any of you are more interested in the CD, the physical version, then just hold up just a moment. But if those of you who don't have CD players, like I found many people that contacted me and said, "Oh, we don't have CD player. What's that?" "Oh, I have one in my car." Well, in the car is not going to help you because you're driving. This the Reclaim Your Birthright Self-Empowerment workout has to be done in the privacy of your own home with your CD player. That one I do have on MP3 as well. But the Mother Earth Divine, you can listen to that in your car. So you can order the MP3 or the physical CD. And when those are ready, I'll repost that on my shop. I'll name it in just a moment. So yes, so those are available, my music and self-empowerment workout. Um, that is a sound, what do you call it? It is um, that has African music and powerful affirmations, and it's a lot of fun. When I created that, I had a lot of fun doing that in the studio with my brother, Kenneth Francis, who I just reunited with after a bit of time being in his studio. Oh, was it in 2022? Yeah, I think it was. And so, yeah, it was. And so we just reunited just recently after his mom's crossing over. And my son and I attended her memorial service and the reception. And it was so beautiful. I was so inspired. And it was fun too in the sense that his mom, she was talking to me in this while the service was going on. I said, "Okay, you gotta stop that because you're making me laugh." And it's not time to be laughing. She said, "Oh, so somber." Is what she said. "Oh, so somber." um, and then to the point where I started choking, I had to get out of there. But, my water. I had to get out of there. The son was freaked out, like, whoo! You know, oh, no, no, no. I went out to the hallway, cleared my throat, and she led me out into the courtyard. A beautiful flower, one beautiful rose, hanging over a bench. Only one big beautiful rose, and her name was Rosemary. And I said, "Oh, you out here?" And I sat out there. And the crow flew overhead. The crows are messengers from the other side to this side, carry messages back and forth. And so they go fly over the top of the sanctuary, the building outside, and then cross over the top of my head and out. I said, "Oh my God, Mama Rose, you out here?" So I sat out there. I sat out there with her, and I took deep breaths, cleared my throat, and just listened to her talking to me. You know. And later on, I found out the story they told me to is that she was not serious. She said, "Oh, it's just people, with nuns and, and oh, she was Catholic. That's right. Yeah. Oh, she would always say, oh, they're just people. You don't need to be those, this Mother Mary. I mean, they're just people like me and you." So they said that, and I thought, oh, that's what she was saying. And it's so serious. It's all this somber. She's making me laugh, and I thought, oh, I gotta get out of here. Not supposed to be laughing, okay? But anyway, oh yeah, stop by my shop and pick up your copy of Mother Earth Divine. It is a CD that was created to help us move from 3D to 5D living, 5D thriving, to from 3D surviving to 5D thriving. Yeah. And yeah, pick up your copy also of the Self Empowerment Workout. And have some fun. Stop by my shop. Oh, yes, 25% off. It's posted. Actually, if you don't find it, it's on Facebook. My 25% off of everything in my shop. And I started that from the 22nd of April, and it's running till the 30th of this month. Okay, so stop by my shop and pick up some oils and some powerful stuff in there, and my CDs, and shop but don't drop. Woo! Have a good time in there, because I have a good time with the creations that I have made for my shop, and the oils and everything. So, and also for Mother's Day, I'm releasing I have an oil called Mama, and that it was inspired by my mother, and I use some of her artwork as well on the bottle. And I was told to do the room spray, Mama room spray. I haven't made that, and so I'm going to do that and post that on my shop as well. The oil that you in the bottle, roller bottle that you can wear, and also the room spray. I'm doing that this year, and the oil, a special edition of it, between the 22nd and the 30th. It's going to be for Mother's Day, so I will extend. Maybe even extend the 25% off as well. I'll see, but while supplies last, okay. So yeah, Mama. It was inspired by my mother, and it helps us to heal any relationship issues between ourselves and our mothers, or any female important female in our lives, like our grandmother, our auntie, Mama, the mama, the mama, and yeah, because Mama was always there to support us. And my mother was, and if your mother wasn't, then that relationship may be calling for healing. Um, a rewriting of that script. Ooh, yes. So yes, be looking for that in my shop, queentierrastreasure.etsy.com. queentierrastreasure.etsy.com. And like I said, the discount is on my Facebook page, Terry Page. Just put it in there. You can find it there. Oh, yeah. And if you don't stop by there, then you go to my shop and message me. I believe though that it is already on my shop. So, and if for some reason it's not, I'll check and see. If it's not, then just message me through my shop. and I will grant you an automatic 25% off discount coupon. How about that? Woo! Time to have some fun, honey. Fun in the sun. Oh, what was our question for the day? I think it was mm, can creativity, was it can we be creative? Can our creativity be the key? Can creativity be the key to freedom? Can creativity be the key to freedom? Hmm. Well, now, when we become creative, especially, well, you can only be creative in what is your calling, you know, or aspects of your calling. Like I'm a musician, I sing, okay, I perform with a band, I have for years, and also solo. That's my first passion, my first love. So I create the most in that area. However, I have another side of me that is very calm, my earth side, my Taurus side, where I sit and create oils or art and painting or the artwork on my CDs. I do the artwork on my CDs. I don't hire it out. I could, but I don't. I'm a hands-on kind of girl, and my chefing, which I don't do anymore, but I do create other dishes. Raw vegan pumpkin cheesecake, woo, Christmas and New Year's, yeah. For my birthday next week, I'm doing the raw vegan strawberry cheesecake. Ah, Anyway, I love to create with food, with earth, what Mother Earth has given to us, what the devas have grown for us, all natural ingredients. And so I'm doing a lot of studying in that area right now. I ordered a vegan, um, what's it, a vegan health bundle. That's it. It's not available now. This is only for a certain amount of time through many different vegan chefs and practitioners right here on YouTube. Just type it in, you'll find them on there. And I ordered the bundle, and so I with all these different uh, oh food. There's vegan, cooked vegan, and raw vegan recipes on there. And there's yoga and um, fascia flow, and which I'm just now getting into the fascia flow for the past 3 days. And that is, a lot of our traumas are stored in the fascia. That is that um, it's around the muscle. Fascia is around the muscles, protects the muscles. And when we have experienced the traumas in our lives that were not processed and released, it goes into the tissues and shows up in our bodies as rigidity or pain and unexplainable pain or easily pulling this or pulling that and experiencing pain because those emotions, that trauma is still stored in the deep, deep tissue, the fascia. That's the tissue around the muscles, deep in there. And so I've been learning that, and it's been phenomenal. I've done yoga, and yoga helped a heck of a lot, like Bikram's yoga. But it wasn't getting down into where the stuff was stored that I had no freaking idea until I started doing healing work with Andrea Lang and Elisa Mosal on Facebook, and they got right here on Facebook too. On YouTube too. Studying with them in 2022. Oh my God, stuff I had no idea was in there and why this was happening and experiencing this in my life and in my body. And somatic breath work, honey. Woo! And so I started doing that and released a lot of it, but there was still more that it's coming to the surface because many times we say, "Oh, I thought I healed it. I thought I already dealt with that already." But honey, the fascia, there's layers of it. And it only releases, the traumas only release in layers that we are ready to release, where the body is ready to release. Some of it is so deep that it's like Okay, leave that alone for a moment, and then you go into your work, your doing the work, on yourself, and another layer comes up that's ready to be released. Who knows how long it's going to take? Who knows how long it's all been there? Lifetime and lifetimes carrying baggage. I know that when my mother, before she crossed over, before I ever even knew, or we put it this way, realized, because I had dreams, I saw stuff. I thought, what is that? I seen her, in her pajamas. I seen her at different times. I thought, what is that? You know, I saw her we were in an elevator, going on an elevator in a building, this big building, getting into the elevator. And I had my cart and I had this luggage, this baggage on her. But I could push mine. It wasn't all heavy, but I was able to move mine. She needed help moving her baggage, help moving that dolly with all that shit, all that stuff on there. And we went up to some floors and the elevator opened. It wasn't time to get off it. And one of the higher floors, their doors opened to an old white man with tubes coming out of his nose in a hospital bed. And when I woke up, I said, oh my God, what the hell was that? Well, fast forward, my mother, that was where she ended up, from all that baggage. But see, we had not yet, I had no clue back then about, I saw the dream, baggage, or I got that, okay, baggage, and then fast forward, she had so much baggage from her life, times and past and all of that, that she did not know how to process. I didn't know how to process the baggage I had. I had no idea about any of that stuff until 2022. Ooh, Jesus. You know they say when the master comes, you better come on. You don't have, you can't have no time to go pack up this thing and pack up that thing. When the master comes, you be ready to go. You ain't got time to go back there and get your stuff. Leave that stuff. That's what it is. With all the heavy baggage, you ain't going to bring heaven on earth, or you ain't going to get to heaven. It's too heavy. You can't take it with you. So you got to process it and cleanse it in order to make liftoff. If we don't, we're going to end up right back here again, another lifetime, doing the same stuff we've been doing, still having to learn the lesson over and over until we release the baggage. And it is very most important now that we are ascending into 5D thriving. You can't take that 3D crap with you. It ain't going to happen. So many people are leaving the planet because they can't, they're heavy laden with baggage. And so it's so important to go within and learn and love ourselves and sign up with teachers, whatever you can find them. Mine, she showed up on the screen after I said, oh Lord, oh Lord, oh Lord, 3 times. And the people from the other side, my mother, my best shaman friend, Queen Nala, grandfather, and other folks over there, show up in my bedroom. Like, oh God, what you doing? Oh God, I'm gonna, they're coming for me, I wanna die. I was freaked out. And then I said, oh Lord, oh Lord, oh Lord, oh help me, oh Jesus, right? I turned my computer on. There was Elisa Moselle on there offering this class. I'm like, oh, wait a minute. So I contact her. I said, okay, I'll take the consultation for $200. I'll take the consultation. She said, Teddy, you asked for the help 3 times. I'm like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, and she offered a package. I got a nice discount too. I said, okay, I want the whole package. And oh, my journey, the inner child work began right then and there. I started getting results within the first day with my relationship with my son. And it's like, whoa, I was so present and so aware on how to heal that part of myself in relation to him. And it's been beautiful ever since. And that was 2022. And then fast forward, I get these phone calls summoning me to Ohio as another part of my inner child work. I had no idea. Blast from the past, 20 years. My producer and manager, she said, oh, Tiara, we need you here. I'm like, what? Oh my God. I was crying on the phone for 5 minutes. I couldn't believe it was them. But anyway, and even after I did the show, she said to me, now, I know you came here. You didn't come here to do a show. You came here because you're on a mission from God, and there's something you're supposed to be doing. God bless you. You do what you came here to do. Whoa. And she was right. I didn't know that she knew. She's very psychic anyway. So I thought, okay, yeah. So I did what I needed to do. And I helped free some people while I was there too, doing my own freedom. Hallelujah. Woo! You never know what God's telling you to do, doing this thing. You go, you find it unfolds, you like, whoa, you had no idea. And sometimes God got to do stuff, God, mother, whatever you want to call it, got to do stuff, put it in front of your face for you to bite it. And you go and you say, oh, because she paid for half of the trip, the hotel and the airfare, everything, right? So they got to dangle something. God got to dangle something in front of you to get you to say yes. And then when he gets you over there, whoa, everything opens up. You're like, whoa, you had no idea what you was really going on that trip for. To heal your soul, to release some baggage, to witness some things, right? Oh, my beautiful cousin Ross Fatah, I love you, brother. I grew up with him. He like my brother. He a shaman. I had no idea. I went there and visited him to take him something my mama told me not to let the family get a hold of. Did I say that? Yes, I did. Make sure he gets it. And I did. So I took it to him in person because that door opened up for me to be there. So I took it in person instead of sending it in the mail. Where she said, make sure he gets it. So putting it in the mail really probably wasn't the best idea anyway. Well, they didn't let me do that. This phone call came. So I took it to him in person. He said, oh, he was so moved. And later he told me, so you saved my life. He said, and he moved on from where he was at, a lowly position. And he doing his thing now, selling his products. He was selling his products then, but he's got a better space to do that in now. He got his own place now. He's not living in his mama's basement, his mama and grandma's basement. He got out of there, then shifted for his life, for his body, his health, everything. He do the kind of work that helps people to heal stage 4 cancer. He like, Dr. Sadie, assist them. He said, don't say I heal people because I don't. I assist them. And that's what he does. He got it. Woo! He said, you saved my life. You came here. I had no idea. I thought I was going to do a show. Well, not really. I knew I was going to part of my inner child work, but I didn't know how far that extended. So now when we talk, we shop talk because he does healing work and so do I. So we exchange notes and stuff. It's like, whoa! And he lets me know about new things that he's discovered about food. Oil. We just learned, he told me about the oils heated over 245 degrees, start making plastic. They produce this chemical called acrylamide that is carcinogenic. Fried this and fried that, baked this and baked that. Poison. I gotta say it because I just got another message about it just yesterday. And I started looking into it. I've heard it, but I didn't really get it until my son brought home some they're vegan cookies that what his teacher got for him. And she was in a hurry. She just grabbed it because it said vegan. And I looked at the back of it, the ingredients. I'm like, oh my God, that's not food. And so I had to contact her. I said, okay, now this. And she said, oh my God, I didn't even look at it. She said, I know better. I didn't even look at it. And then she asked me something about the oil, what oil she should be using in her cooking. And she told me, you're going raw vegan. I'm going totally, I'm studying raw. She said, that's the way to go. She said, because she used to be that. She said, but she's not quite there yet, but that's the way to go, sister. Stay with it. And so I was like, whoa. So I got online and did some deeper, get some deeper insight. And they explained all of it. But, whoa. And even now on packaging, they have to tell you Prop 65 or a P65 in California. If there's any carcinogenic stuff in there, they have to tell you. They have to write it on there. And this one, they pointed out acrylamide. So I looked it up. So, oh my God, this when you heat oils or even carbohydrates over a certain temperature, high temperature food, it begin to produce a carcinogen. And they said acrylamide been around since man been cooking his food. When I looked it up, barbecue, you and the best cooking methods are that which is below or 250 degrees, like blanching, which is quickly dipped into the boiling water, steaming, and boiling. Anything else other than that, you asking for some trouble. I said, whoa, so anything we be buying in the store that's fried, dyed, and laid to the side, might lay you to the side if you keep eating it. Oh, did I say that? Ooh, yes, I did. Okay, anyway, so we're going to go back here. This time is passing here. I wanted to share with you here. Enough of that. Okay, on the note of playing, y'all know what this is. Y'all know who this is. Y'all know who this is. Who is this? This Black Panther. This Black Panther. Wakanda. Wakanda forever. Okay. This Wakanda. $40. Y'all see that? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let me help y'all. Wait a minute. Can y'all see that? Wait a minute. Upside down. Wait a minute. Here we go. Okay. Here we go. Can y'all see that? Can you see it? $40. Okay. I bought him. I found that when I was shopping for more ingredients for my mother's the continuing celebration, right? Okay. I got it at the bargain outlet, grocery outlet, $12. Okay. Wakanda forever. Black Panther. Now, let me explain my story. Here we go. During my classes I was taking with Eliza, on one of my classes, okay. So here's the thing. I knew my son needed to have some fun. I knew some things was happening with him and he wasn't having enough fun. He acting a little strangely and acting a little kind of forlorn, like, with my friends with some fun. And so I said, okay. I was thinking about that. And I found this card in my stash. This is the greeting card that my mother made. My mother used to make greeting cards. She forgot to sign this one on the back. Copyright. She made this while she was in the rehabilitation center. She did artwork there. She even started sewing again. Oh, she made me some quilt and pillowcase while she was over there. She was the top of her exercise class over there. Oh, that's another story. Anyway, she wrote me this. She sent me this card August 22nd, 2013. Okay. She says, "Hey, Miss Terry, I was saving the cartoons for you." She used to clip out cartoons and put them in her letters when she sent them to me. Then the other stuff just jumped in today. So here's the Queen Tea collection. Queen Tea collection. I'm Queen Tiara. Okay. The Queen Tea collection. I can picture you wearing the necklace with a Nubian outfit. Feel free to read, enjoy, toss, and share, or pass it on. She used to send me pictures of stuff and stuff she wrote, designed and stuff. She'd send me pictures of her drawings and things. Proceed with caution opening the cartoons. They are cut and folded strangely. Also, the flower folder. Open and smooth out completely and enjoy both. Okay, both sides of the page. That was something else she sent me. But here's the thing I want to share. The psychologist came today. We had a good conversation. It's 3:29 p.m. I feel good because I am doing something that's fun. The clipped words, she should send me words too. Clipped words are words I normally would glue onto a note card. I guess I am taking a break from card making. Please mail me more stamps. I only have one left. Peace, love, and tons of money. Mom. I don't know if you can see this. This is a flower. She used to put these flowers at the end of her letters and when she signed her name. The different versions of that pink flower or pink rose. The ladybug is my grandmother. Her favorite bug was the ladybug, but who was also on the other side at the time. But the pink rose, okay, that's my mom's artwork. And variations of that artwork are what are on Mama, my bottle of Mama oil. Her artwork is on that, the pink rose. It's her signature. She used to put on the end of everything when she signed it. Now, on that beautiful note, I found that after I said out loud that my son used to have fun. I got it now. I found that letter, and she talked about having fun, being creative and having fun. Right after that, I get a call from his school about his IEP meeting that's coming up. Okay, and changing the date or whatnot. And I said, okay. So she gave me that card. So it's about Andreas. Okay. So next, I open up my email on my computer, and there's this email from somebody named Scott. Somebody who is there talking about tickets. What? I open up. It was tickets to see Wakanda Forever. Free tickets at this theater, in the next county over, next town over. Like, oh my God, Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. Oh, we're gonna have fun. And it is said in there, we're going to have tons of fun. There'll be prizes and giveaways. Come and have fun, right? I'm like, oh my God, in a matter of 30 minutes, all this was transpiring. And so we did have fun too. They gave us a Kit Kat bar. Kit Kat, that's Kitty Kat. Kitty Kat. I didn't eat it. I gave it away. Kitty, right. They tossed me one up there because of the way I was dressed and where I was dancing. Hey, here we go. A Kit Kat, Kitty Kat. So anyway, Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. Beautiful movie. You haven't seen it, you need to see it. Profound. And as y'all know, I'm the Kitty Cat lady, pink leopard, I'm the Kitty Cat. Well, here you go. While we're shopping for stuff during my mother's birthday celebration, Wakanda, Black Panther. Came back around again, didn't it? And the thing about it is, when I went to the store, I go to buy groceries, not toys. Oh yeah, the first toy I bought there was my unicorn. Yeah, that was mystical too. And they had these there. They ain't never been there before. And he said, oh, look at that stuff. You want it? Yes, I want it. Put in the basket. Yeah. I kind of had a feeling, okay, that's there for a reason. And let's pick him up. Well, it just dawned on me before this broadcast why I found him, why he was there. It's about having fun. Wakanda forever. Wakanda forever. Black Panther. That same time frame played right over again. And here he is. And he said to me, Bebe said to me, for you? I said, no. For you, this is your gift. Your grandmother did this. Yeah, just like she did before. When it was time to have fun, we found tickets to Wakanda Forever, Black Panther. And here it is again. So, what was the question? It was, can creativity be the key to freedom? Yes. Yes, and yes. Because our creativity is powerful. We release that. If we don't release and express our creativity, it turns back on us and destroys us. Now, many people who are not being creative or allowing their creative abilities to flow through them, and they suppress that creativity. See, then that's when a sickness and disease happens, because that same power in that creative ability, our gifts and talents, unexpressed and suppressed, create disease in the body, disease in your bank account, disease all over the place. Because we're suppressing that power, and we suppress that power, and that it turns back in. It can turn back in on us. Yeah. Yeah. Greg Braden said that today. I was watching him. And I already knew that, but he said it loud. It was like, yeah, when we don't use that gift that God gave us, when we don't express that creativity and let it out to be expressed and experienced by ourselves and others in the world, that same power goes in on us. Who is this? Oh, okay. This is my dad. Hello, Daddy.
Hey.
Hey, I'll call you back in about 5 minutes. I'm live. I'm live on YouTube doing my show.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
I'll call you back in about 5 minutes.
Did your son call me?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think he said, yeah, you call me back. Tell me what happened there. I got to talk to you about that.
Oh, okay. Okay. Bye-bye. Okay.
Bye.
What is that? The baby called Grandpa? Okay. So anyway, that's my family, which means it's time to get off of here now. And thank you for joining me for this week's Fantastic Freedom Fridays, y'all. And I sure hope you plan to have some fun, 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 fun. Okay? Tomorrow is Saturday. It's the day we go to Andreas' theater arts class. And after that, we spend some time with Auntie M and all the magic. I sure hope you plan to have some fun tomorrow, because I sure am. God bless y'all. And it's all about the fun. Be creative. That is the key to freedom. Bye bye for now.